Welcome to the next lecture on programming skills using C, lecture number 10. In this lecture, we will find out the cosine and sine of an angle in degrees by summing up the terms of the respective series using the while loop. Now we have both the problems. Calculate the cosine of an angle in degrees by summing the terms of the cosine series. This is the cosine series. As long as the value of the term generated is greater than 0.0001. So that is our task. So this is the cosine series where x is in radians and x value is given by pi into theta divided by 180, where theta is angle in degrees. We are going to input angle in degrees, convert that into radians and use it in this series. And in this case, we have done a similar problem earlier in the second or third lecture where we said find the cosine of a angle in degrees by summing the first five terms. Now indefinite terms. We do not know. Maybe 5, maybe 10. Depends on the value of the term generated. With that, let us go into the series. We have the series here. Cos x is equal to 1 minus x to the power 2 by 2 factorial plus x to the power 4 by 4 factorial, etc. As you see, if the x value of theta is equal to 0, then x is going to be 0 and the value cos of 0 is equal to 1. All the rest of the terms disappear. How do I get? We have to ask this question therefore. So these are the terms. Term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4, like that we go on term n terms. As you see, term 2 is obtained from term 1, term 3 is obtained from term 2, term 4 is obtained by term 3. How do we get that? As you see here, term 2 is obtained by multiplying t1 by x squared divided by 1 into 2 and into minus 1 into minus 1. So it becomes minus term. How do I get T3? T3 is obtained by multiplying T2. It's already x squared by 2 factorial. I multiply by x squared divided by 3 into 4. It becomes therefore 4 factorials. Again multiply by minus 1. It becomes plus term. How do I get to T4? Again T4 is obtained from T3. As you see T3. Again multiply by minus 1. X squared divided by 5 into 6. This is how we are going to do. And our task is to find out a general formula to do this. General formula is very important and we apply it to n terms. So we come here, for example, T5 is obtained from T4. So here T, we take it as a T. Present T is equal to previous T into x squared divided by 1 and 2i. I value is equal to 1, therefore it is going to be 1 and 2. Therefore it is going to be 2 factorial and minus 1. So again I value becomes 2, I value becomes 2. Therefore T2 becomes previous T into x squared, that is x squared divided by 2 factorial into 3 into 2i. 2i is equal to 4. Your task is to now for how to make 3. That is the task you have to do. Similarly, T again I value becomes 3. I come here, I values become 3 and the previous T into x squared into ti, I value is 3, therefore 2i is equal to 6. How am I going to get 5 here? Similarly, now I becomes 4, therefore we come here, t5 is equal to t4 into earlier t into x squared and 2i. I value is 4, therefore you get the 8 here, 8. And then how do I get 7? This is the question you have to think now. I would like you to pause the video for some time and get a general formula in terms of minus 1 into t. T is equal to minus 1 into x into x. And here, he has made a mistake here. In here, I want you to get a formula here. And you already have the formula 2i. Therefore, you have to get the formula for this term and get the general formula. Pause for some time. Think about it. If you have thought about it, this is going to be this formula. T is equal to minus 1 into previous T, x squared divided by 2i minus 1 into 2i. So when I is equal to 1, it is 2 and 1 into 2. When I is equal to 2, it is 3 into 4. When I is equal to 3, it is 5 into 6, etc. It goes on and we get each of those terms. So this is how always you have to make a chart like this and try to get the general formula. And with that, we go and write the flow chart. I would like you to so our formula is first you find out T and cos x is equal to previous cos x plus t term. So this is our formula. Now I would like you to pause and write the flow chart for this program based on the chart we have prepared. And argument is as long as, that means while the absolute value, if it is negative, we convert it to positive. Absolute value of the term generated is greater than equal to 0.001. The moment it becomes less than 0.001, you stop, you break that loop, or it automatically breaks. Spend some time, think about it. Even if you have to pause the video for 15 minutes, no problem. It's better make mistakes and learn than go ahead. So let us work out here. So input is theta in degrees. I enter either 0 or 90 or 180 or 30 or 45, etc. I convert that into radians. This is the formula I have given you already. And then we initialize t is equal to 1, cos x is equal to 1, I is equal to 1. And with that we say as long as while absolute value of the term is greater than equal to 0.001, what do? I generate the next term. So t is equal to minus 1 into, we have got the formula earlier. So that formula is used here, and then I add to cos x. The first term is here. I have generated the second term. I add. I go on doing it as long as the value of absolute value of the term generated is greater than equal to 0.001, and you come out of the loop, and then you here increment I, and with that we come to this chart. So t is equal to 1. I find the next term. So is to the value of I is equal to 2, 1. Therefore it is 1 into 2. So I add, therefore this is equal to minus x squared by 2 factorial. I added to the previous sum 1 minus, and I is incremented to 2. I get the next term, and that is here, that is 3 into 4. So 1 minus is into here 4 factorial, x to the power 4 by 4 factorial. This is already t is 2, this term. So to multiply by x squared divided by 3 into 4, you get you this. Then I value becomes 3. I come here, the next term again, previous term into this, and in the denominator I get 5 into 6, 5 into 6. Therefore it is going to be 6 factorial minus x to the, because earlier term was plus, I multiply by minus 1, it has become minus x to the power 6, and the value of I is incremented to 4, and then get the next term again, as you see, 7 into 8, and here I have got the next term. You go on doing this every time you find the absolute value of the term generated, and as long as it is greater than 0.001, go on adding or subtracting from the previous sum. So this is the, then you come out of the loop and then print the value of cos x. So this is the flow chart. Now again your task is to write the C program. It is very easy. Once you have got the flow chart, only you write the C program. Anybody can write that. So pause the video and write and compare your code with the code I have given. Here we are. So please remember this. I hope you have not forgotten. This box should be there. Then these header files. Then you come to main. You declare these variables. You clear the screen and then give the title for the program and ask enter the angle in degrees, because we are entering angle in degrees and converting it to radians. Then we have initialized the value of cos x into 1, and term is equal to 1, I is equal to 1. So you generate the next term, add it to the previous cos x value, etc. Go on as long as the fabs in C, we use that small fabs in small letters, the float abs, because term is a floating number, so we use fabs, and then you go on calculating. It will automatically come out of the loop, and then you write, give the report result of this cosine of that angle in degrees. So this is what you are supposed to. Now your task is to calculate the sine of an angle in degrees by summing the terms of the sine series, as long as the value of the term generated is greater than equal to 0.001. So again you write this series mark the terms, write the chart first, and get the general formula and use the general formula in the flow chart. So that is your task. Spend some time, spend, even if you get stuck, spend a lot of time and convert your flow chart into C program, execute that C program, test it with values like starting with 0, then test it for 90, then test it for 30, test it for 45, test it for 180. That is the way how you have to test your program, because you know sine of 0 is equal to 0, cos of 0 is equal to 1, sine of 90 is equal to 1, cos of 90 is equal to 0. So you know the values, therefore you see whether your program works correctly. So this is your task. Thank you.